Okay, so this rant is about what I basically go through on a daily basis, being harassed through use of systemic oppressive poverty. And I'm kind of over it. I've been employed, this is my third time now, as a CNA. And so far the same stuff keeps happening where, people just look for reasons to try to have me fired, or they try to, I don't know. I don't want to say trick, but try to, well, basically it is tricking. They try to just make sure I look inadequate for the job. And it's just being a CNA. You can really start at entry level, especially if you pass the state testing and stuff. It happened with Team Nurse and Village of the Envoy, and now with Home Health Aid. With Team Nurse, the management was really always rude, especially the hiring person. I don't know, the manager or whatever. She was always super rude. And then at Village of the Envoy, it was the staff and the residents were against me. The staff would tell the residents, oh yeah, she doesn't give people water. So then one time they had me just run up and down the hallway just giving water or sodas. Just every minute. I mean, it was as soon as they finished their beverage or drink, it was, oh, let me give another one. Let me give another one. Oh, I need another one. I need this. I need that. I need this and that. And the resident would be sitting there just filling up diapers over and over and over and over and over again. Not diapers, briefs. And it was really horrible. And then with Team Nurse, they did the same thing and basically had the clients all scared and just making up reasons to be oh yeah, one lady, she had almost no food in her fridge, had cheap stuff in her fridge or that, and gonna send me to the store for expensive stuff. She even buys expensive stuff, and then acts you stole from me. No, you sent me to the store for things you can't afford. Thinking that you're going to get the same change that you're used to. Knowing damn well you don't eat this way. And then what else happened? And then with Home Health Recovery so far, the biggest incident was the icy road incident. They said they had called the client and asked them how their roads were, and they said, oh yeah, the roads are fine. When we get to the road, it was icy at their this was the main road still. We were turning off the highway and getting onto one of the main roads with yellow lines, and it was still covered in ice and snow. So we already knew that the secondary roads or the back roads were going to be worse. So I couldn't go to work that day. And then my mom didn't want to go to work the next day. She didn't even want to try it because I start at night, basically. I start the days, it's winter, so the days are pretty short. But when I started, I had to leave at 5 a.m. to be there by 6. It's still dark, so we knew the sunlight wasn't going to be out. We knew the roads were going to be melted. So she was like, no, I'm not going over there again just to not be able to take you in. But yeah, I'm just through with the systemic oppressive poverty. In regular poverty, you can get a job, you can get your education together, and you're out of it as long as you keep your bank account and things in check. With this systemic oppressive poverty, me and my son are harassed day and night. Even now I'm trying to do this recording, and now all of a sudden my son just wakes up. just because they don't want me doing these recordings. There was no reason that he should have woken up just now. He was peaceful. He was just sleeping happily. Oops. Hold on. And then that's the most messed up part is that, well, I'm going to put quotation, family is definitely in on it, because I started off at Dillwyn, trying to live with my grandmother so my son could be in a safer space. The adopted family or the in-laws that we were there with just started harassing and hassling us until my grandma was like, oh, we gotta leave and we can't stay here anymore. And during that whole time, my half-sister had stole my EBT card. And everybody tried to act like, oh, I was trying to blame Sonya or something. But no, I knew it was his mom, Amina. Then when we moved to Sunchase, the same shit was happening. I would try to do laundry. My clothes have to end up missing. She stole my wallet twice, would steal it, be moving the stuff around, be putting it inside the couch and things, just trying to make it like, oh yeah, I took out all my money and all my identification and everything and just stuffed it into the couch. And now my other half-sister, Naima, is here, and she stole my debit card also. And just try to act like, oh no, you were frantic that day. You probably just misplaced it. I mean, why do you expect to put something down and then for you to be able to come back to it and be in the same place? Yeah, because even with having my son and him being able to walk and things, even if he takes something, it's going to land back in the same spot where it was just at. So I've just been dealing with the systemic oppressive poverty. Like, regular poverty is not like this. It's really not. And I mean, poverty and things is still unfair and stuff, but what I've been going through has been systemic and oppressive. And I'm just over it. Like, I cannot, like, when I get my upgrade, I'm going to be over it. I cannot deal with people no more. And to be honest, I am hoping to win this. I'm hoping to win the Powerball tonight because I am just through with the systemic poverty, honestly. Like, every time I try to get a job, every time I try to elevate myself on my own, everybody has to make sure it doesn't go right. Or everybody has to make sure to just not give me actual support. Like, even when I was with Team Nurse and Envoy, and I was trying to save up for my car, my twin brother, he was letting me use his car before I had that horrible accident. And, I had to do all the service on it. I had to keep up all the maintenance. I had to keep up all the gas. And if he wanted to go out and use all the gas up, he would just go ahead and do that. And other shit. And it was just like, why am I even putting in the effort, I mean, when I got with Envoy, it got a little better because the pay was a little bit better. Because I was able to earn overtime and other stuff like that. But they still didn't provide mileage and things, which I'm glad my new job does. But I don't get overtime. So, I mean, And what else? I'm just over with the systemic poverty. Systemic and oppressive. I mean, regular poverty is oppressive, but it's just like you can get a job or you can get your education and you can be out of it. No, what I've been through is nobody has my back. Nobody cares about me and my son. Here, even at Parkview, we get harassed day and night. Even when I first started this video, I don't know if you could hear it, but it was like a pop noise happened from the wall. And you can hear the person downstairs walking around, making sure these noises and things happen. It's just a lot. It's not fair. And I'm just over it.